From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, November the 8th, 2016. French envoy Pierre Vimont met last night in Ramallah with Palestinian leaders to push the French Peace Initiative, an international summit aimed at moving the peace process between Israel and the Palestinians forward. Vimont met with PA President Mahmoud Abbas and with PLO Secretary General Saeb Erekat, who welcomed the French-led summit, which is set for next month in Paris. Erekat said after meeting with the French envoy, "We have encouraged France to go ahead with its initiative and supported its efforts to have a multilateral conference before the end of the year." Israel maintains that a lasting peace can only be achieved through direct bilateral negotiations without any preconditions with the Palestinians and not through outside international parties like planned for the Paris summit. As we reported to you yesterday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said that Israel would not attend the summit in Paris and urged France not to hold conferences that go against Israel's official position. Netanyahu also called on President Abbas again yesterday to sit down with him for direct talks. Netanyahu made his remarks when he met in his Jerusalem office yesterday with the Prime Minister of Fiji, Frank Bainimarama.
The quest for peace is difficult, but we remain committed to it.
Israeli security forces arrested 9 individuals overnight last night in East Jerusalem on suspicion of throwing rocks and Molotov cocktails, as well as firing live ammunition at Jewish neighborhoods in the area. The raids took place in the Palestinian refugee camps of Shoefat and El Aida, as well as in the Arab neighborhoods of Ras El Amud and Isawiya. Efforts by the Palestinians to join Interpol have failed. The Palestinians had submitted an application during the biennial assembly of the International Criminal Police Organization, which is taking place this week in the Indonesian island of Bali. Joining Interpol would have given the Palestinian Authority the opportunity to issue international arrest warrants and give them access to important terror-related information. 62 nations voted against the proposal for the Palestinians to join, which also included applications from Kosovo and the Solomon Islands. 57 voted in favor and 37 abstained. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said the vote, quote, reflected the improved international standing of Israel. The qualifying game for the World Cup of 2018 has been relocated due to a terror threat against the Israeli team. The match this weekend that was set between Israel and the national team of Albania was supposed to have taken place in the northern Albanian town of Shkodër, but was moved to the city of Elbasan after 4 people were arrested on suspicion of planning to place bombs at the soccer match. And Albanian security forces were concerned that they could not guarantee the safety of the Israeli team. Some 400 Jews from 15 countries across Southeast and Central Europe gathered last week in Montenegro for the 4th annual Mahar Conference. The conference, which took place in the Balkan town of Budva, is aimed at strengthening the cultural identity and community of Jews in the region and their relationship with Israel. It included delegates from Montenegro as well as from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, Serbia, Macedonia, Albania, Greece, Romania, Turkey, and Hungary. The conference is an initiative of the Jewish community of Montenegro, supported by the World Jewish Congress, the Euro-Asian Jewish Congress, and the local government. Well, for the first time ever, Israel today observed Aliyah Day, a new national holiday celebrating immigration. Back in June of this year, a law was passed in the Knesset to introduce the holiday, and today special programs are taking place across Israel, as well as ceremonies at the residence of Israeli President Reuven Rivlin and the Ministry of Immigration and Absorption, as well as by the IDF and Israel Police. And taking a look now at more of our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, November the 8th. At 7 o'clock, a look inside the Jewish family with therapist Esther Perel. And then programming from the Union for Traditional Judaism Conference on the complexities of intermarriage. At 7:30 with the American Jewish Committee's Stephen Bayme, who talks about the realities of intermarriage. At 8, Rabbi Asher Lopatin talks about identity and intermarriage. And at 8:30, David Novak speaks about intermarriage and conversion. At 9 tonight, Mark Golub sits down with Rabbi Uri Regev on L'chaim, and at 10, Tamima Goldberg-Shulman discusses women in Jewish texts, also from a UTJ conference. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, November the 8th, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.